Hey everybody, welcome to the studio of Carini Arts. Sorry if I sound a little tired today. I am a little burned out, but I'm burned out in all the right ways because it's been a very productive week. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff coming out of the studio. And so I'm feeling good. I've just been really riding that wave of momentum, which sometimes gets a little exhausting. And I know a lot of you probably can relate to that. Me personally, I'm an introvert, and so I burn energy in a certain way where I definitely need to recharge and collect myself. But today, I wanted to go into the idea of confidence. Do you need to be confident in your work and what you do to be successful as an artist? So, for anyone that may join in the conversation or tunes in later, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the subject, whether you find that you are confident in your work or you feel confidence in your work. But before I go further, please check out CariniArts.com for my shop, my blog, my podcast, and all my upcoming show information. You can go to the bottom of the page and you can find all my other social media platforms to join me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and everywhere else. But so for me personally, I'm always used to hearing people say that you have to portray an air of confidence in what you do, and that confidence is key, and there is a certain truth to that, in the sense that if you do project confidence, you can push your way through a lot of doors. And there have been a number of times where it was me just projecting an air of confidence that is ultimately what secured me a lot of opportunities. Having the confidence to speak out about what I want and where I want to go and say, I can do this for you. And I think that, yeah, in cases of jobs or commissions, if I didn't have the confidence to try to upsell or to tell them, yes, I can do this, maybe the opportunity would have gone to someone else. So that's one aspect of confidence. But another aspect of confidence I want to talk about is just the general confidence in your work, in what you do, and who you are. And I want to say it can be really misleading at times because I think we have this perception of confidence that once you have it and you obtain it, that it's something that stays. But it's really something that you need to work on all the time, because I'll have, even as a professional artist that makes a living doing this, I'll have periods of time where there's a lull in business, or it seems like nobody's buying anything, or things don't seem to be going real well. Luck's just not on my side. Now, I'm a big believer that you create your own luck, but there are times that things just aren't lining up. And I definitely do question myself at those times. Is the best of me behind me? Am I really good at what I do? Do I really have what it takes to be here? Or have I somehow been getting by and maybe getting luck that I didn't think that I was getting? And so maybe I don't belong here. And I have these conversations in my head as somebody that's been in the game for a long time, that has been through the ups and the downs. But without a doubt, this is my life. This is what I do. This is all that I do. I've experienced an entire spectrum of experience as an artist. And so I think that I'm hoping that there's a value in me sharing that, even as somebody that has done this for a long time and that does this for a living, that I have my doubts and my confidence. So I don't think if you have doubts or if you're struggling with your confidence, that it needs to impact you in a negative way. In fact, I oftentimes find that the struggle with confidence is an asset or a tool that I can use to my advantage. So I like to believe that every negative is a positive, every positive is a negative. There's a yin and a yang to everything. So say that you lack confidence. Well, here's the benefit. You can use that to create work that is very vulnerable and honest and reflects your insecurities and your struggles. And I think that that's work that people will really relate and connect to. And I feel like that's probably why a lot of people are really connecting with my open wounds collection, because my open wounds collection, which I'm working on right now, is my best selling series ever. And it's really about just tearing yourself open, exposing yourself, and allowing your wounds to breathe in the hopes that they can heal. And I think that we're in a world where so many people are hurting for different reasons. And there's a lot of pretend love, there's a lot of pretend support, but not a lot of genuine connection. And so I think that when you can create those connections, it's something that's very powerful and empowering and can be tremendously inspiring and help other people to to build their confidence or just to let them know that it's okay. But letting them know that it's okay, I think it helps on the journey to the self discovery of that confidence. And the other thing is that I'm a person that believes in struggle and obstacles and in going headfirst into them. So when I'm lacking in confidence, I see it as a challenge, as something that I can work to overcome in a sense and to work through. So I don't allow it to stop me. I see it as a challenge to, okay, maybe I don't have the confidence, but I can still find a way to make this work. So it forces me to find creative solutions to work through it. But I think that there are a lot of people out there that allow the lack of confidence, the feeling of not being ready. And I talk about this all the time, but nobody's ever ready for anything. Some people just dive in sooner and figure things out. And so that's always been my approach, is that I've never felt like I was ready for anything, but there are a lot of things that I just dove into head first and I did early. And because I did it early, I've been through it so many times that I've conditioned myself to be able to work through it. So if you are somebody that struggles with your confidence as an artist, it's not a reflection of the quality of your work. I have seen artists that were tremendously confident in their work, but maybe weren't the most successful in other areas. And I'm never going to say that they weren't a good artist or they were a lesser artist, because I don't believe in that in any sense. Just as I don't believe that I'm better than any artist out there, anybody. I'm just a person that shares my stories, and nobody can share my stories or share my stories the way that I can, just as I can never share your stories the way that you can. So your individuality, your experience, your journey is what you have to offer the world. But I don't think that lacking in the confidence aspect of things diminishes your work in any capacity. As I said, there have been artists that I've seen that had a lot of confidence, but maybe they had other aspects of their business that were still kind of in the works and growing. And then I've seen artists that were absolutely amazing up here in terms of the quality of their work and what they did, but their confidence level was down here. And I've seen the entire spectrum, everything in between. So I don't think that there's a direct correlation between confidence and the quality of your work. So you should never allow it to stop you from making your work or doing what you want to do. And I find that the best way to build the confidence is to go through the steps, to go through the journey, and to work on that, to put yourself out there and to get comfortable being uncomfortable sometimes. So those are my thoughts today on confidence. And I do want to know what you have to say and what you think. But I'm going to go for my Friday night walk and catch my breath a little bit and reflect on this. So I hope you have a good day. Stay safe, be well, and check out my other art talks. And feel free to share what you would like me to talk about on one of my upcoming art talks. See you next time.